Hey gang, wanted to pop on here real quick. Just a little bit of transparency to meet people where they're at, honestly. So part 2 of this Zoom coming up that I've got on November 16th at 5 p.m. Pacific. It's the second part of the edits, changes, and updates I made to my book since I published in 2018. I've most certainly changed my life, therefore my medicine has changed, therefore my clinical approach to the healing performance of injuries and everything for a human, or those preparing to move on into greater levels of healing with autoimmune neurodegenerative or cancer, working with Dr. Cassie, or just wanting to level up in general. Not symptomatic at all, just want more out of this life, want to taste more. So things have massively changed. And I want to communicate that to people because I also still don't like my book being out there. Framed in a way where, like I said that, there's better than that. There's more than that. There's deeper than that. Or shit, that's actually amazing. I just only had 300 pages to describe it. And I want to go even more. So, want to go even deeper. But meeting people where they're at on this one. This part 2 Zoom, as the part 1 was the rethink, replenish section. This one is going to cover the rebuild, recover section. The rebuild is the training section, and recovery is recovery. But I know there's a good amount of people, and we anticipated this, who purchased the book, read none of it, or scanned, grazed, and then went right to the training. And I get it. Own up to it. If this is you, this Zoom is going to be perfect for you, but you got to own up to understanding that it's not about training. Injuries are not about just movements or correct movements or the right movements or intense movements or more movements. And cancers aren't about changing your food. There's more to it than that. But if we're being totally honest, which is the point of this, one of the points of this whole Zoom, it's for those of you who bought my book in hand just to get the training section, just to expose yourself to the training. One, you're missing out. I know you realize this, or I hope you realize this by now. 2, this Zoom is going to be for you because we're going to go into that, into some of the things that we had to just kind of leave there, why the programs are set up the way they were as the hope, why they couldn't be designed in a certain way, what I was kind of hoping and expecting would come about it, but didn't. And then also the massive changes and breakthroughs I've made in the training of myself and the human being, clinically and professionally. So if you're there, if that's you, if this is speaking to you, email me to register and send me your questions. Very interested in your questions. You got up to 3 to ask, specific towards the topics we're going to be discussing, which is the rebuild and recover section. But you can also get into the rethink and replenish section as well. But those are going to be more for review, so not spending a lot of time on those. All right, looking forward to hearing from you guys. November 16th, Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Email to register. Email your questions at info@TommyJohniii.com. See you soon.